Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech, and in this video, I'll be showing you all the best features of the Samsung Galaxy Tab A7. By the way, I'll also be posting a dedicated video for the tips and tricks section, where I'll be talking about many things which I won't be covering in this video. So definitely check out that video as well, link will be in the description. Now with that said, the most highlighting feature about this tablet would be its display. This tab has a 10.4-inch TFT display with Full HD Plus resolution with 80% screen to body ratio. It is one of the biggest tablets that you can get in this price segment with decent specs. Next best thing about this phone is its performance. This tablet sports a Snapdragon 662 processor with Adreno 610 GPU with 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage. These are the benchmark scores. Now the processor on this tablet is really not that powerful, but there really aren't any tablets out there, and considering the price, this is the most powerful tablet that you can get in India in this price segment right now. For a normal user, it's definitely more than sufficient, and overall, it's definitely usable. Next best thing about this tablet are its quad speaker setup. Yes, this tablet has quad speakers set up, two on the left, two on the right. Audio experience is pretty great, so for media consumption, especially for watching videos, it's gonna be really great. This quad speaker setup is truly the best thing about this tablet. Now here's a quick preview. Going on next, this tablet also comes with a pretty massive battery. This tablet sports a 7040 mAh battery, and for a normal usage, whether it's for browsing or reading stuff, you can easily get up to 10 hours of screen on time. If you watch a lot of videos or even play games, then it drops down to about 6 to 8 hours, but overall battery life of this tablet is pretty good and it can easily last you an entire day, considering you won't be using it continuously throughout the day. Anyway, battery size is huge and the battery life is also pretty good. Next, this tablet also supports fast charging. Yes, even though this tablet only comes with a 7.5 watt power adapter inside the box, it actually supports fast charging up to 15 watts. So if you have a fast charger lying around, you can charge it much faster. Next, this tablet also has some pretty decent cameras. On the rear, it is an 8MP camera, and for selfies, it is a 5MP camera. These are some sample shots. Next, we also have face unlock feature. In good lighting conditions, it's pretty fast. It unlocks in less than a second, but it also depends on the way you are holding the tablet. If you are holding sideways, it unlocks pretty quickly. If you are holding it vertically, it takes more than a second. In low lighting conditions, it still works, but it is slightly slower. In complete darkness, it's a hit or a miss, and even if it works, it takes about 2 seconds or more to unlock the tablet.
Next we have live focus mode. This is another fancy name for rear camera portrait mode on Samsung phones. Unlike on other phones, on this phone, you can actually change the amount of background blur effect you want before taking a picture. These are some sample shots. Next we have live focus for selfie. Now this is another fancy name by Samsung for portrait selfie. Using this feature you can take portrait selfies, and on this phone, you can also change the amount of background blur effect you want before taking a picture. These are some sample shots. Next we have wide angle selfie. Now the front camera on this phone has a wide angle lens, but by default, it crops it to give you a regular size selfie. If you want a much wider selfie, you can get it with just a click of a button. Next we have AR stickers. Using this feature, you can put different kind of stickers to your face in real time and then take pictures with it. It's a pretty cool feature, and the amount of stickers you have depends on the phone you're using. Next, this phone also offers electronic image stabilization while recording video. Next we have HYPERLAPSE, which is just a Samsung name for time-lapse. Next we have Scene Optimizer. It's like AI mode for Samsung phones. It is enabled by default all the time, and you can disable it very easily by a click of a button. This feature intelligently detects the scene and optimizes each shot to give you picture perfect composition.
You can just swipe from the bottom of the screen to go home, swipe and hold for recent tabs. You can swipe from the left side of the screen or the right side of the screen to go back a step. For Google Assistant, you can swipe from the bottom left corner or bottom right corner diagonally and it will trigger Google Assistant. Finally, we can also swipe left on right on the bottom bar to quickly switch between applications.
Next we have split screen mode. To open any application in split screen mode, you need to first open that application, go to the recent apps page, click on the app icon and select open in split screen. Then that application will open in a split screen and you can select the secondary application from your recent apps, or you can go to the home screen and select the secondary application from there. You can find this feature on all Android phones and this is how you can use it on this phone. Next we have pop-up view, which opens an application in a floating window. Opening an app in pop-up view is similar to split screen mode. Once you open an application in a pop-up view, you can change its transparency, make it a bit transparent. You can minimize it to a floating bubble, just like Facebook chat heads, maximize it or even close it. I would recommend you not to use this feature as it is resource intensive. Next we have smart pop-up view. This feature allows you to open applications in a pop-up view every time you get a notification from that application. First, you need to enable this feature for the desired application. Once again, it's better not to use this feature. Next, we have night mode. This is one of my favorite features on this phone. Once you enable it, most of the UI elements change color from light to dark or black. You can just turn it on from the notification toggles or schedule it to turn on and turn off automatically at a specific time. Using this mode strains your eyes less at night, saves battery, and definitely looks pretty cool because of the AMOLED display. Next we have double tap to wake. Once again, even this feature is self-explanatory. You can double tap the screen to wake it up. So once you enable this feature, just lock your phone and double tap the screen. It wakes up the screen, and if you're using face unlock, once again it sees your face and unlocks the phone immediately. Next we have smart capture. Now this is a very common feature found on many other phones, but this feature is only available on the high-end phones on Samsung. Now once you enable this feature, every time you take a screenshot, you get additional options to take a longer screenshot or edit a screenshot before saving it. Just in case if you can't find this feature on your phone, make sure you have smart capture option in additional settings. Next we have digital well-being. Now this is actually a feature from Google, so it should be on all the Android phones. Now this feature will record all your activity on your phone, like how long you're using your phone, which apps you're using a lot, and how many times you have opened a particular application. So this feature gives you all that information and you can see which apps you open frequently and which apps you're addicted to. You can also restrict app usage by using this feature. Next we have wind down. Now this feature is built into the digital well-being application, but it has its own unique features. Now this feature wind down will help you sleep quickly at night. You can turn it on manually or schedule it to automatically turn on at a specific time. Once you set it up and it's turned on, it changes the screen to grayscale, that's black and white, and blocks notification. It can also turn on do not disturb mode, so you won't be disturbed with annoying notifications. Next we have blue light filter. Now just like the name suggests, once you enable this feature, it puts a warm tint on the screen and filters the blue light, which is supposed to help you sleep better at night. We can also change the intensity of the filter using the slider. Now going on next, we have the option to change the font on this phone. Usually most Android phones don't give you this option, but on this phone, you can change the font. By default, you get 3 different fonts, and if you're not happy with them, you can download more from the Samsung store. Next we have easy mode. Now if this phone is going to be used by some elderly people, then you can enable easy mode for them. Now once you enable this feature, everything on your phone will be enlarged. All the app icons on the home screen and app drawer increase in size. Even the text size gets scaled up to make it more visible for elderly people. Next we have game launcher. Now once you enable this feature, it will create a folder called game launcher on your home screen and you can keep all your games in that folder. Now from this interface you can change your performance mode. You can set it to balanced, power saver, or even high performance. So once you set up your power profile, every time you open a game, your phone will automatically switch to that power profile. Besides that, we also get the option to mute sound for all games at once. Now that's not all. Once you open any game that's listed in the game launcher, you'll see extra buttons on the navigation bar. One button at the top to lock the screen and another button at the bottom for extra options. Once you click it, you get additional options for do not disturb mode, blocking calls, taking a screenshot, recording video, and a lot more crazy stuff like that. Now going on next, we have swipe to call or send message. Once you enable this feature, in the default phone dialer application, you can simply swipe left or right on a contact or a call log to make a call or send a message. It's not a great feature, but a very nice shortcut that's available only on the Samsung phones. Now going on next, we have maximum power saving mode. On previous Samsung phones, it was called as ultra power saving mode, and once you enable this feature, it will decrease the screen brightness, set speed limiter, restrict background network usage, limit the number of apps that you can use, and apply a dark theme. On the whole, it does all these things to improve the standby time of your phone. Now even in this mode, you can still use Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and mobile data, and use some regular applications like YouTube, Facebook, and even use the camera application. If you're on a very long journey, just enable this mode and you can have great battery life. Next we have Kids mode. You can access it from the notification toggles. Now the first time you try to open it, it might try to download a brand new application, but once everything is set and done, this is the user interface that you get. Using parental controls, you can set daily playtime. You can also check out the daily usage of your kid. You can check out their complete activity. You can restrict the number of apps that they can use, contacts they can see, and music they can listen to. It completely transforms your phone into a brand new phone, which is safe for your kid to use. Now going on next, we have lock screen stories. If you want to see something interesting and useful information every time you see the lock screen, just enable this feature. Once done, every time you try to unlock the phone by going to the lock screen, you will see a different story. Now going on next, we can also reduce animations on this phone. Now for some reason, if you want to reduce animations and thereby reducing the CPU load, then you can do it on this phone by just disabling this toggle. Even if you reduce animations, there are still some animations going on. And for some reason, if you want to completely remove animations, you can do it from the accessibility settings. Personally, I'll stick with animations even at a cost of performance and battery life. Now going on next, we can also disable fast charging. Now this phone, as you might have already known, comes with fast charging, supports fast charging, and comes with a fast charger inside the box. But for some reason, maybe for a prank or something else, if you want to disable fast charging, you can do it from the battery settings. Now going on next, this phone also has Widevine L1 support. That means you can stream high definition videos from Netflix and Amazon Prime on this phone. This is kind of a big deal if you watch a lot of video content on your phone. So guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching. If I missed out on anything important, do let me know by commenting below this video, and definitely check out my video on the tips and tricks section where I'll be talking about many things which I didn't cover in this video. By the way guys, if you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It always helps the channel. And if you want us to make any specific video or if you have any questions, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.